That's outside. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone move from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
And the right-hander deals. High fly ball out into left center field. Pereira flashes the leather on the running catch. So digging in, Brett Beatty. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Cole, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. No score here in the second. Pitch misses there. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command to be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher booth, and throwing the pitch.
The count 2-1. And there's a ball. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Now, Francisco Alvarez. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next guy out. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Florial in position. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Now it's DJ Stewart. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? I'll make a quick adjustment.
Baden off of first with 2 away. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here is Austin Wells. Out there to center. Ortega on the move. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one away. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. In there, and it's 0-1. Kicks and fires. Got it by him for the K.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Now the 0-1. On the ground. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. The tag, and they get him. So a sloppy play there, but it ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Danny Mendick. First offering misses the mark. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's a strike. That's in there. 3-2 now.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
In the dirt. Wells collects, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before...
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. That'll touch down off the base of the fence. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Ronnie Mauricio now. Hit by a pitch his first time up. Out to short. Volpe tags the runner. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Touch the runner.
Here's Pete Alonso. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swings through that one. 0-1. A couple of quick nuggets on Pete Alonso. He graduated from the same high school as Wade Boggs, Plant High School in the Tampa area. And Alonso also played at the University of Florida. He was teammates there with Harrison Bader. Here's a 1-1. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Over to first, and he's saved. Mauricio off of first with 2 away. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. In and over on the strikeout. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back at Yankee Stadium as we go to the last of the third. And now it's Esteban Florial. Florial getting the start in center. 25 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. The pitch. Good eye right there. Next offering is in for a strike. Here comes the pitch. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Beatty puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Here's the rookie third baseman, Oswald Peraza. And that's in there for strike one. Peraza measures 6 feet even, hitting ninth in today's lineup. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
One thing he has to remember is that he does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play for you.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. 0-1. Next pitch downstairs, and that is ball one. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss. On the ground, right side. Now the throw to first on the run. Inning over. Offense held in check there. 3 innings complete. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's Francisco Lindor. Cole back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Singy, where are you on F1 racing? Are you a fan?
Haven't gotten there yet, but I will at some point.
Francisco Lindor, a big fan of F1 racing. His favorite driver is Lewis Hamilton. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Vientos in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That's in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. And that one missing low. Swing and a miss. And that is strike two.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. One gone, runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
A high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. It's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. It's so tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Vientos leads off first with one away. Next pitch is inside, 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wells makes the play. That's out number 2. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
One thing on his mind right there with that swing. He's trying to go deep.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Mets lead 1, and we are still scoreless. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. The right-hander back to work. And that one is inside, ball 1. Chris, how about Aaron Judge's 2022? A Silver Slugger, an AL record 62 home runs. He scored 133 runs, knocked in 131, and had nearly 400 total bases. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, just incredible when you consider he's in the bright lights of New York City. And then when you're chasing Roger Maris's record, everyone paying attention. So much pressure on him, and he got it done.
And Judge finished off with the 2022 MVP. Here is Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And that's a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a cookie. Down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And a pitch. That one drifts inside. One out and a runner at second. That's a little bit low.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That's in there. And now it's 3-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And here it comes. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First and second, one out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
To third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. So up next, Anthony Volpe. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. That's down and in.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
So now 1-2. And another ball. Bases loaded. One away. And down on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there. And stepping in for the Yankees, Everson Pereira.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the third out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
New inning getting started, and now the right fielder, DJ Stewart. And he deals. Ball one there.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Strike two.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked. If this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next one misses, and now it's even 1-1. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. The pitch. And that misses off the outside edge. for.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Rafael Ortega stands in. 1 for 2. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering is fouled back. In the air out to center. Florio makes the play, and there's 2 down. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. So they've been back in the Bronx. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Esteban Florio pitches in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Tipped into the mid, strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Peraza, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the second time today. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive. Here is Aaron Judge. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Pitch misses inside, 1-0.
Well, you really couldn't ask for a better guy to be the face of the game of baseball. I mean, this is a guy that is so team first oriented, doesn't like to talk about himself, will always defer and talk about his teammates. Just impressive.
That one's in there. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. The Yanks lead 1, still no score.
No score. No score.
Back at Yankee Stadium, and here is Ronnie Mauricio. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Mauricio, just 21 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Next pitch, not close, up high.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play.
Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Well, they went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The pitch doesn't find the zone. The pitch doesn't find the zone.
That pitch gets the corner. That's strike 1. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
Right.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Right-hander kick steals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch and break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming. Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Way inside, gets out of the way. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab on the run. And the inning is over. Make it. Bottom of the sixth. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. And the right-hander back to work. Torres, a guy the Yankees acquired for Aroldis Chapman back in 2016.
He is fearless. You can't tell if he's been in this league for 8 years or 2 years.
Righty delivers. In the air to left center. Ortega should have this one. One up, one down. There's Stanton now. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Now 1-1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And there's a strike. Wells measures 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2020. And there's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good.
Oh, that got him.
Anytime one of your guys gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here, just to remind him, focus on the hitter, don't worry about anything else.
The 0-2. Bounce to third. Diving, and he can't make the play. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Picks himself up an RBI. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So 2 down, and stepping in for the Yankees, Esteban Florial. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now the second run is in. It's 3-zip. So runner at second, 2 down. Next to hit, Oswald Peraza. In there for strike 1. Out towards right center field. And that gets down into the gap. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And it's 4-0. And he's in at third with an RBI triple.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. That one fouled off. The pitch. Hard hit, right side. Mauricio with the throw to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. Back here in New York, top of inning number 7. So now here's the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. There's a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
On the ground to the left. Gathers and throws to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Swings through that one, 0-1.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
There's the strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today. Real ugly 0-1 swing right there as a pitcher. Got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
Pitch misses there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone.
There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended.